What's up? Back in the house. Everything OG.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got my man Deviant the Digger. And I'm the B-Dub, Mr. Building Block.
Yep.
And we got a special edition for you.
With a special guest, too.
Can't forget our co-host.
Yep.
Zam Zam.
Yep.
Daddy's little girl. We got another special episode for you today. We're going to talk about an album that I hold near and dear to my heart. I think a lot of hip-hop heads, progressive hip-hop heads, would agree is a classic that is so underrated but worth its weight in gold that to hear the blasphemous opposing opinion about this album will cause stirs in the hip-hop community that will last for ages and ages and send the country into deep and total despair.
Yeah, I happen to be that opposing view.
And the album that we are talking about, Ultramagnetic MC's Critical Beatdown. The best hip-hop canon LP of the golden age. Man. I mean, you can't get no more. This is the Bible. MC
The
Gucci.
Bible?
Gucci suit. Look at this. Is this not hip hop style from 1988? The Dapper Dan suits.
The Bible.
The Dapper Dan suits. Look at that. MCM. The flat tops, the gold chains, the Gucci. This is hip hop of New York in the 80s. This is the golden era. And in the back, we will examine why he feels the way he feels. And we're going to go through the album track by track, play little snippets of whole songs, and we're going to talk about this album in its entirety.
Let's get into it.
You know, I first came on the scene before we start the music, but I want to just give a little history about how I got introduced to Ultramagnetic. I used to listen to HBK 88.5 back in Chicago, and they used to play this strange song where they used the honky-tonk woman drums from Rolling Stones and the hook from that rock song Louie, the Kingsmen, and they had these brothers just rapping over it, and it was just the weirdest, illest shit I heard, and I was like, yo, I need to hear more from these brothers. And maybe a year or so later, they dropped the breakbeat sampling phenomenon called ego tripping. And you know, I kept waiting for an album to come out, and they would just drop 12 inches every now and then. And then finally in '89, they dropped this magnificent masterpiece, Critical Beatdown. There's only one flaw on this LP,
Which is what?
well, maybe two flaws. They left off Mentally Mad, which was the first recorded joint using James Brown blues and pants. And then, actually it's three. They used the remix to Funky and not the original Funky. And then they used the remix to Ego Trippin', not the original. Which, you know, I can understand because by the time the album came out, those singles were old. And, you know, they were all about the newness. But, man. Well, what's your history with Ultramagnetic, man? Tell us why the hate, man.
The history of Ultramagnetic for me is just I never thought they were good. They just were not. They weren't that talented to me.
What? Cool Keith rhymes?
No, he was not.
His
dope.
lyricism?
He was not dope. He was not dope. He was weird. I give you that. Like you say, he was weird.
Son, he is the father of native tongues.
Please.
De La Soul got his whole style from Pasta News would tell you. They were trying to be original and witty. How Cool Keith would say, instead of like walking down the street holding my jock, he was like skipping down the block, rocking my cock or some shit. You know what I'm saying? They was like just trying to be witty.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He wasn't witty enough.
Son. Oh, man.
He was trash.
You see what I'm up against?
The beats was trash.
The beats was trash. Ego Trippin' is trash?
Ego Trippin' was aight. It was alright, man.
Bet you if I give him a copy of Synthetic Substitution, he won't be talking about this alright.
It was alright, man.
It was alright, yeah. Okay.
All right, man.
Well, we're going to examine the album, and we're going to check and see where this hate came from and how we can squelch it.
Let's go.
Well, we're going to examine the album and we're going to check and see where this hate came from and how we can squelch it. Well, we're going to examine the album and we're going to check and see where this hate came from and how we can squelch it. We're gonna start off with the first track, "Watch Me Now," which when this came out, the way they sampled the Jimmy Castor bunch and the James Brown. You know, this album right here, everybody, you know, maybe it was kind of Bomb Squad influenced. You know, Paul C, the legendary Paul C, rest in peace. He was responsible for a lot of, you know, the help and production on here. But make no mistake about it, said G, who helped produce BDP's first LP, is the mastermind behind this. And you know, he had two DJs, Mo Love, and what's the other brother's name? TR Love. I'm sorry, brother. And the lyrical wonder, Kool Keith, aka Dr. Octagon. You know, but we're gonna start it off with "Watch Me Now." How can you say this is whack? Do you even like rap?
Alright, man.
What does "alright" mean?
Like, yep, it's alright.
What's better than this at this time?
This time? Of course, Public Enemy. Of course. It takes Nation Millions is over here, the top, and this is. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? This is down in the compared to that. And no one can deny that.
Kool Keith is a better MC than Chuck D.
Huh?
Kool Keith, you know, better MC than Chuck D. Only thing Chuck D had going for him was the voice. And then it was ghost written.
Better song.
He had some iconic songs. I can't front of Public Enemy, but they were a whole different vein. Chuck D was the mainstream. He had brought the underground mainstream with Black Power message, while these were what the people were studying to take and go out mainstream. This is the underground.
My records on the radio. Every day you hear me in the stereo, rapping hard with lots of volume.
By the way, I can keep going with some same albums that came out at the same time. Straight to Compton destroys this album. We can keep going. A year later, America's Most Wanted destroys
Let's
this
start
album.
with the thing. We're doing 89.
Okay.
88, 89. And Straight Outta Compton is a different animal. It's a view of South Central LA.
I mean, it's still the same.
You know,
that's hip hop that was out at that time.
that was afterwards. That came.
Same time. Okay, Easy does it. Easy does it. This kills this album.
He doesn't just look at the pop album. This is underground. How you gonna compare underground to pop?
Easy does it with a pop album?
Yes.
No one thinks that.
Why wouldn't it? Look, I'm on the radio. If that wasn't a pop song, I don't know what is. Why wasn't it a pop song? It was on BET videos every damn day. I'm on the radio.
They had videos.
They didn't have no pop video. What video did they have?
They had videos.
No, I'm not talking about videos. You have pop music and you had pop videos.
Easy was never played on popular radio.
It was.
Mayday.
That was popular.
Mayday was
But I'm saying that song, radio, was a pop song. It was made. It wasn't explicit. It was made for the masses. It was made to reach a broad audience. The video, easier said than done. That was a video. Dun, dun, but we want easy. That was made for mainstream. It wasn't just made to be played in your garage and that's it. NWA was a pop group. They had the idea. They had the gimmick of being. What is the word?
NWA was a pop group?
Yeah, they were explicit, but through their explicitness, they went pop. They crossed over.
They crossed over, but they
That became what they crossed over.
When they crossed over.
Yes, they did. They didn't make that music just to be played in underground.
So records with nothing but cussing in it was made to be mainstream.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Look
make
at
any sense.
nowadays. Look at nowadays. Everything is.
About 89, 88.
I know, but look, they got the blueprint from '89.
I'm saying, like back then, you couldn't cuss on the radio.
But they didn't.
You can't do it today.
They
Technically,
they didn't need radio. But the beautiful thing about NWA, they went and made edited versions where they switched the lyrics around to get the radio play. But they knew people were going to buy the explicit version. But the white kids wanted to be hard,
I agree
and
with
they
that.
were going to go get the
I agree with
explicit
that.
version.
But the only
But
radio version they knew they was going to get was K-Day.
Okay, I don't know about the radio, how the radio in LA was going on back in '89 because I was in Chicago. But I know the sales wise and the marketing plan, they weren't trying to be underground. They were going for a pop audience. They were trying to cross over. They were selling you that, and it's kind of what the problem with rap music is today. That people are, and Questlove alluded to this. It's the minstrel show. Everybody's being the ultra hard ghetto nigga and giving you the insight to what hardcore ghetto life is and selling that lifestyle versus selling the skills and the music. And that's what's getting over versus the lyricism. This album right here is lyricism. They're rhyming about my rhymes can do this, my rhymes can do that. That type of stuff. They ain't really talking no hardcore gangster shit. And yeah, it could be some kind of nerdy with their references and things like that. But that to me is what hip hop was. Then NWA corrupted it and said, hey, this is how you get money. Sell this shit and they eat it up. And then everybody ran from it. And the most notable that took that formula and went big when nobody was 50 Cent with that Get Rich Dying Trying. And who did he have behind him? Dre. But we're on song number 2, Ease Back. I remember when this came up too. Now I do remember the meters, but I do remember with that, like, okay, they took the Rebel Without a Pause little thing, you know. I wasn't mad at them though. You can definitely tell.
He wasn't mad at them. They picked their beat, but I wasn't mad at them.
They didn't bite the beat. Rappers and art, you can't own no loops. It's all about the rhyme style, how you hook it up, true. That's what Gangstar, the Honorable Guru mentioned.
Well, Guru also used to talk about no biting though too though.
But he's talking about styles, man. He said you can't own no loop. But the thing is, I can see how the Bomb Squad influenced hip hop production from, you know, when they dropped the Nation of Millions and this. So, you know, while this wasn't a, you know, they you know, when Public Enemy came out, they owned that loop afterwards. And anybody try to use it, unless you know.
This is actually not Rebel Without a Pause. This was Terminator Rex, the Terminator Rex solo cut on the album on Kickstation.
Yeah, but that was the Rebel Without a Pause. They used it for Terminator X.
You know what I'm saying? Like, different clip though. It ain't the main link.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but it's still Terminator X used the same sample as Rebel Without a Pause used.
I mean, to me, man, it was just like, it was just mediocre, but something really good inside of me. And it's funny too, because like, I can listen to, maybe because he's a better MC, but I can listen to the Said G produced stuff on Criminal Minded. It's a better album than me. But also because Karis was a better rapper than them.
I would say,
and I think no one could dispute that.
Cash Smooth was a very simplistic rapper. He had a cat in the hat type of rap style. But it worked for back then because the beats was playing, his delivery was playing. You know, you enunciate. You had flavor.
Cat in the hat? You think poetry was cat in the hat? That's not poetry?
I mean, go back and listen to it. From the Bronx, Blastmaster KRS-One, proving that my job ain't done until I get some more. You know, man, come on. It's cool. I mean, you know, it's simple. But the simple sells. Look at Biggie. I Papa, freaks all the honeys, dummies, Playboy bunnies, wanting those ones. I mean, simplistic sells. So, Rakim, I came in the door, I said it before. You know, the lyrical miracle rappers never went nowhere. People can't follow along with it, so, you know, you got things just like newspapers dumbed down to a third grade audience to write stuff. Rappers got to do the same. I think that's kind of why this is it. I'm going to stop this for a second. When this beat came on, if you ever watch Paid in Full, you know, and that scene comes on when they riding in the BMWs and this joint comes on, Harlem, hip hop. You just felt the swag, just that drum beat when it dropped, and then the DJ cut it up back and forth. How you gonna front?
I mean,
and then the rhymes.
This was their best song.
Peter Piper, say what? To hell with childish rhymes. That was a straight Run DMC diss right there. They took a shot at the Crown. You know, it's crazy. Everybody tried to take a shot at the Crown back then. That's the one thing I didn't like. Like, nigga, you can't diss Run DMC because I was a Run DMC fan. Even KRS-One with his shots at Run DMC, but they wanted to get heard. But Run DMC was like, peasants.
He's back.
You know.
ultramagnetic MC. We about to have a chapter. Cause the shit is just moving. The crowd is steady moving. To a supersonic pace with high, the stupid bass with some pep in the step.
You can't front on this beat. And they riding it. Whatever their skill level is, they doing what the beat need to be done. You know what I'm saying? What you think, baby?
Cool key. They use simple back and forth, the same old rhythm that a baby can pick up and
See?
join right rhythm, but the rhymes.
See, that's what Cool Keith's thing was, to elevate the art of hip hop. It was nursery rhymes. He was one there.
As the record just turn, you learn, plus burn by the flame of the lyrics, which cooks the human brain, providing overheating knowledge by means causing pain, making migraine, headaches yourself start to melt while the techniques spin. The wax is on the cut, motivating clockwise. The more you realize, more love's moving steady by most. We're ever ready, like a battery charged. I'm worth the alkaline. Yes, the mystery to solve. So seeking the prime, these words I've given extreme and out driven with a Datsun, a Maxim out of God. Yes, the wizard Cool Keith, and I'm sporting my ride. Cause we're
Tell me, front on this one.
This was their best song. You can't front on this one. I can't front.
Alright, that's all I want to hear. There's hope for you.
That's the best song they had. Still wasn't like, messing with anything of hierarchy back in 88, 89. Which would have been Paid in Full album. Paid in Full album destroys this album.
Paid in Full what?
By Everyone I Came destroys this album. It annihilates it. That's when Paid in Full is running for the best album ever made in hip hop. It's like, I'm running against you. I'm running against you, PE. I'm running against you, PE.
It's not. Nah. I would say, see, the problem with Paid in Full is, it's the song.
The only problem with Paid in Full is a lot of those songs that came out before the album came out.
No, that's not it. The problem with Paid in Full is, it's only maybe 5 songs on there?
I just said a lot of the songs that you had already heard.
No, but that's not the fact that you heard them. But I'm saying you got like 3 instrumental cuts, and then 5 or 6 songs, whatever. It's not the fact that you heard them before, but you know the instrumentals are like throwaways and shit, just the full make a full length. Lyrically,
yeah, but the songs that were there though were so
classic, except
superior.
The only song that they could have left off was "Move the Crowd." That shit was whack.
Move the Crowd was dope.
That shit was whack.
Was dope.
The beat was whack.
Was Stevie on the keys?
Stevie was whack on the keys. Move the Crowd was whack.
I like Move the Crowd. Don't.
That beat was whack, and then his rhyme. I mean, I appreciate it, but if they said, man,
I mean, yeah,
Chinese arithmetic or Move the Crowd, which one would you want to keep?
That was terrible.
I'll keep Chinese arithmetic and get rid of Move the Crowd.
I wouldn't do that,
but PE, you can't front. Nation of Millions is gonna be the best hip hop album. Beat wise,
I could agree with that.
You can't kill. Lyric wise, if Nation of Millions had Rakim,
But still though, Paid in Full was superior to this album. Nation of Millions is superior to this album.
Superior how? Lyrically superior or beat wise superior?
Oh, Rakim destroys them.
Nah, the beats on this kill Paid in Full. You got 2 good. You got. I know you got Soul.
Yes.
Which
is better than any song on here.
I Ain't No Joke. You got My Melody, Eric being President.
And Paid in Full.
Paid in Full is cool, but you got the 4 against 16 or whatever. This is like Ego Tripping kills motherfucking I Ain't No Joke. The beat. Shit.
Nah. Like I said, Paid in Full is superior, and I'm pretty much sure. Comments, let me know what y'all think. I'm pretty sure everybody will agree with me on that. Now, of course, they would agree Nation of Millions, but
this was cool. This was DJ Mo Love on the cut. This was like a little shout out to your DJ cut. Shit, this is better than Chinese arithmetic.
Chinese arithmetic was terrible. We said that.
But I'm saying, you talk about it to kill the album. Here's a cut that'll kill it.
We can still keep going. Special Ed album is better than this album.
No.
Youngest in Charge.
Special had one.
Youngest in Charge is better than this.
One song on the album. Maybe 2. He had the one. He had
And Magnificent.
Doodle.
And Magnificent.
I'm the highest title, numero uno. What's the one where he had why would you join the Navy if you didn't like the gravy and rice? Think about it. Those are the only 2 songs he had on that album. The rest of that shit was trash. Hold Down.
Hey, I'm saying it's better than this album.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Is Bigger and Deafer better than this album?
LL Cool J?
Yes.
That was a pop album. At that time, I'm gonna say I wasn't an LL Cool J fan.
Huh?
I wasn't an LL Cool J fan. I didn't like radio.
LL was a murder on a
I didn't like that. I didn't like that yelling style he had. That I didn't like that rah shit. I liked that one song he said, Ninja, a rap. I like that joint. Get Down, yeah. In the Bristol Hotel.
The album was a banger.
And I like I'm Bad Kinda, you know.
The doo-wop.
No, that shit was whack.
That was hard.
Here we are on Cool Keep House and Things. I don't know if Wrath the King, I can't remember if Wrath the King came out before this or after.
Compared to Wrath the King, this is a disgrace. By the way, Big Kane album was better than this too.
I say Kane's album's up there. I would say
that's what I'm saying. All their contemporaries, it wasn't better than they still just coming by their contemporaries.
I mean, it's hard to beat Marley Marl, and then
he said G.
Yeah,
he
but
said G.
I ain't gonna lie, said G stole Marley Marl's drums, so it could go show you that Marley was still the man. You know, we can't take it away. Marley was the man, man. He was the man back then.
And he had Paul C.
Yeah, Paul C did the James, but he wasn't Marley Marl. But he did bring Skull Snaps. Marley Marl, but then Marley Marl did bring the what's that people, the Royal drum break. Royal, that's that the smiley face drum break.
Oh yeah. Wow.
You know, but that never caught on.
You can't get no deeper than that.
But you know what I'm saying? And the peace, he brought in Peace the President, which you just know. I don't know. That's a hard one. Soul Snaps versus Peace the President. Well, let y'all know.
Versus Rorio.
Well, Rorio didn't catch on.
No, because they can't find it.
No, but even then, I mean, only 2 people I can think used it with a regular was Lars Professor and Marley. But people went to the album Steezo and sampled the Skull Snap break because they couldn't find it then neither. So, the Skull Snaps versus, I would say, Impeach is a more even battle, because look how many people use them both versus how many people use the symphony drums.
Well, I mean, yeah, in terms of blowing it up, you're right. But in terms of what is a digger deep, I mean, a deeper dig, they don't get.
They about as equal because I don't know if that joint is selling as much as Skull Snap. I mean,
yes, it is.
300 versus 300, they about the same price. You'll see.
It's about the same price, but they actually mass produced in some form or fashion the Skull Snaps out. They didn't mass produce that little.
Yeah, that was just for the
promotional parade.
But that goes to show you, look how much Skull Snaps is more copies and it's just as much as the little one. So
you have a bigger chance of finding the Skull Snaps. I know you have both of them. I understand that. But
I think if you decide to pay the price, you can get them both. At this juncture, because now everything's on eBay, and as long as you're willing to pay, you can play. That was Cool Keith's House and Thing, and that right there was a lyrical exercise in the greatness of the Wizard.
Is anybody out there impressed by what you're hearing?
Hell yeah. Now this one, I didn't. This
sounds
one
terrible.
This was the remix of Traveling the Speed of Thought. I like how they jazz it up, but I really like the strip down of the original. And again, man, Cool Keith can't do no wrong to me on this. Look at him, this nigga is sick, yo. Everybody talking about my gold chain, my car, this. These brothers is taking you through poetry, lyricism. you listening
right?
to what he's saying?
Yeah, this is 88, right?
88, 89. I don't exactly remember the exact year. This says 1988. Next plateau. So
I mean, Latifah's first album is better than this album. I'll tell you,
baby, we're not
All
gonna
Hail the
justify
Queen
that
better
with a
than
response.
this.
She
I'll
had,
take All Hail the Queen.
she had maybe 3 songs on the album that'd be good. 3. Dance With Me, Princess of the Posse, Rap My Madness. That's
Kick
it.
Inside Out.
That was whack.
That was dope. Just
Whack.
saw a 45 King. That was dope with the Cool Gang sample. That was
What was
dope.
that?
The King and the Queen.
That was whack. It was not memorable. I'm telling you, the only memorable joints, Rap My Madness,
Well, those were the
Princess of the
hits.
Posse.
Those were the hits. Them
That's
were
why
the
it was
singles.
memorable. That was the only memorable thing.
Singles.
And maybe Ladies First, but that was kind of
Those
corny.
were the singles, though. What?
Well, that's memorable. And people ain't gonna remember the album cuts unless they were
No one
almost
remembers
singles.
these albums because I guarantee you right now.
Yo, if you remember Ultramagnetic, leave a comment.
No
I know
one
they
remembers
remember.
Let's go to the. Anybody from the Bronx watching right now, go ahead and comment. Let's go to the Bronx. I bet you nobody in the Bronx remembers
I bet
nothing
you
about this album
everybody.
right now. Go ask Cardi B.
Who?
Who's the Ultramagnetic
Cardi
MC?
B was born in what, the 90s? I don't even think she
Who's
knows
that?
Eric B. and
I bet she knows
Rakim.
Run DMC.
I bet she don't know Eric B. and Rakim.
I bet she knows Run DMC.
Everybody knows Run DMC, but I bet she don't know anything else out of that. Do
Okay.
you, Cardi B? Let us know.
Let's go. Let's ask Remy Ma. She think about this is dope.
Shit, I bet you
Ultramagnetic
do.
MC.
I bet you Papoose knows.
Papoose is from Brooklyn.
Well, Fat Joe knows.
Fat Joe like anything for the Bronx though.
I bet you DITC knows. I bet you they'll bear witness to the magnificence that is Ultramagnetic MCs.
Diamond D, what up, man?
Let me pause this for a second.
Let us know what you think, man.
For all y'all native tongue fans out there, I'm gonna give it to you how it goes down. Red Alert is the father. Next, you got Ultramagnetic MCs. From Ultramagnetic MCs, you got the Jungle Brothers. From the Jungle Brothers, you have the Tribe Called Quest. From Tribe Called Quest, you got De La Soul, and so forth and so forth. Black Sheep, Beat Nuts, Chia Lee. You know what I'm saying? They were the grandfathers. Everybody looked up to Ultramagnetic because they was doing it. Everybody's production technique, you can see they took one thing about Ultramagnetic MCs. They didn't go too far out on this first album with the breaks. You know, you damn near go to Ultimate Breaks and Beats. You got all their samples and stuff. You know, even with the Jungle Brothers, the same thing. After their second albums and stuff, you know, they got loose. Tribe Called Quest, they went loose on their first one. De La Soul, they went loose on their first one because they saw the blueprint. You know, they saw it and they took it and ran with it. The lyricism, man, everybody be traced back to Ultramagnetic. Even BDP, you can't front on their influence. And then the radio drops they used to do for Kiss FM.
I don't remember.
Oh, I wish I had a cassette player, man. I would go and get my tapes and play them for you, man, because you got to hear it. They were New York, man.
And using my song
You know.
along with your wiggity wax. Stay back, get back, sit back.
I think it's just one of those
Whenever you're dissing me, you are the roach,
cult
the six legs
groups.
pushing me. And
Like, you
pushing
know,
me.
if you're in
Steady
the
on.
cult, you love them. I mean,
Metaphor,
I don't think they have
second
any
more.
type of
All my talk,
significance on hip hop. I really
Sure.
don't.
Let me
I'm
ask you this.
So tell me
Why would you
how
deny what?
Whack
Why do you think they don't have any significance in hip hop? I just broke down the lineage.
Okay, any significance in terms of great value. That's what I mean.
So if there was no Ultramagnetic MCs, there wouldn't be no Jungle Brothers.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
That's not true. Because Red Alert is separate from them. He's not in the group.
No, but I'm saying,
Red Alert discovered the Jungle Brothers.
yeah, but the
That's
Jungle
his
Brothers,
nephew.
the Jungle Brothers wanted to be like Ultramagnetic MCs.
Doesn't matter.
Right, you don't realize
Red Alert would have put on his nephew.
Ultramagnetic.
That's his nephew.
But I'm saying,
Yeah, but
whether
that's
it
family.
might
Put him on regardless.
it might have been his nephew, but that don't mean he was rhyming. If it wasn't no Ultramagnetic MC, Ultramagnetic MC made
Everybody was rapping back then.
No,
so he
everybody
probably
wasn't rapping that thing.
He probably wasn't
People
rapping
saw
anyway.
what Ultramagnetic was doing, and they was like, "Yo, I can do that. I want to do that." It's called inspiration. They inspired people to do
So
things.
you don't think the Jungle Brothers were inspired by Run DMC?
No. What did people that was inspired by Run MC? LL Cool J. He was like the son of Run. You had
They're from Queens, I understand that.
you had
But I'm saying
you had
Run
LL Cool J.
Run DMC still represented New
LL
York
Cool
City,
J was inspired by MC Shan. He took MC Shan's style. The Kango hats and the tracksuits, that was MC Shan. What, you ever heard the song Beat Biter? LL bit his style. You know,
but,
LL bit his style, son.
but I'm saying though, it doesn't. My point I'm making is it doesn't matter if they heard Ultramagnetic MCs. Jungle Brothers probably would have ended up still rapping anyway. It was in them.
Nah,
that's my point.
Nah.
I don't think
Without Ultramagnetic MCs, there's no Jungle Brothers. There's no Tribe Called Quest. There's definitely no De La Soul. They came out. Posse who says it himself. Kool Keith was his idol. The way they studied Kool Keith and thought, okay, how do we flip shit? Because Kool Keith was flipping shit. You like De La Soul, don't you?
Of course.
All right then. So I might give you the Jungle Brothers. Say, okay, maybe they might have rapped without that. But definitely without the Ultramagnetic MCs, there wouldn't be no De La Soul and the reiteration in the way we know them nowadays. There wouldn't have been no 3 Feet High and Rising. There wouldn't have been no Plug Tuning.
I don't know about that.
Nah, I do. You okay, baby? Yeah, it's crazy. Teach them young.
I'm not impressed.
I mean, this ain't a dance floor. This ain't a dance floor song. Nobody's rushing to the dance floor when this comes on. So far, about the only song, if you were having a nostalgia party and you played, people would go to the dance floor, was Ego Tripping. You know, I'm not gonna be blind and be like, yo, niggas just whopping on all
That's
this
why I
shit.
said that's that one.
But this was,
that's Ego Tripping stuff.
but this album was more of a head album. Like you played this shit, and you played this shit. People knew you were a hip hop head because you would listen for the beats and the rhymes and shit. You weren't trying to be like, you wanted to play the jiggy shit. You would have played, whatever the dance for hip hop at the time was. No, I'm copy please a little bit, but still.
Like I said, so many other albums that came out at the same exact time are way more superior than this. To me, this sounds like it's mediocre music.
But see, again, this album came out after their influence. They were a single-oriented artists from like 85 until this came out. They were dropping singles, and then finally, I think they missed their boat when they didn't drop an album in 86 and 87. Like, they should have dropped. This album was long overdue by the time it came out. Like I said, the joints they had was like at least 4 joints was already released or could have been released. So it was like, yo, let's cash in before we miss the train. Whoever, was in charge of them, or it took so long for them to get a deal or release, I don't know who, but this was the hardest shit out on Next Blood. So, because what, you had Salt and Pepper, Kid and Play, Heard
I like Salt and Pepper album better than this. I'll take my mic sounds nice, check one. You compare my mic sounds nice to any song on this album, what's going to rock the club right now? My mic sounds nice.
This is being recorded for all prosperity.
Yep. I'm on record saying, I'm on record saying that right now. I'll take my mic sounds nice.
Alright, this is the last track on side 1. This is When I Burn. I'm sorry. This is said G Delta Force 1. We played Break North. Oh shit, I'm reading side 2. I'm sorry. This is 1 minute less. The one before that was Feeling It. 1 minute less was definitely a filler cut. I want to say this sounds like the same sample that LL used for Big Old Butt a little bit. The little wah. I don't know if it's the same or not. Red Alert, the Violators, the Jungle Brothers, the whole family, African Red Alert, the Violators. Without Ultramagnetic MCs, wasn't no Violators, wasn't no Baby Chris.
Rest in peace, Baby Chris, man.
You know what I'm saying?
We went on to bigger and way better things.
Well, they learn. See, that's the thing. You got to inspire others to learn and come up, not be stagnant and follow. They taught you to be innovative, to be original. And that's what their legacy is, man. So that's it for side 1, man.
So what y'all think about that, Everything OG family? Y'all thought side 1 was the bomb or what? You know what I'm saying? To date myself. Y'all thought that was lit? To be updated. Yeah, that's
all right. Yeah. We're going to start it off side 2. First song is Ain't It Good to You.
Rappers get appointed, I flaunt it. Throughout the metropolitan, the world's my area. Dance interior, fresh.
Where's the Takes a Nation man's when you need it?
Tried to copy this style or change the ways. So wonder if you can take me out on the microphone. I'm strong like benzene. I kill a fiend, rounds in my tank, brains pumping.
I mean, if you're like a sample spotter, you play this album, you're just going through it, like picking out the dope drum breaks. And I mean, you're a drum break phenomenon yourself, man. You should be going through this album and just like, yo, whoa, your mind should be blown. Like you should been, this should have been your Bible to research joints, huh?
Now you're lost on Jupiter. When it revolves around, you get stupid trying to think where you're going.
You know.
On other planets, rounds are born through the Milky Way, quicker than war speed.
You know, for the sake of time, we're gonna speed it up some. We got about like a 45-minute limit on this camera.
Okay, go to the next song. That song wasn't tight at all.
Oh, okay, here we go with the cut.
EPMD, huh?
EPMD bit them. They had this before EPMD. This album came out before EPMD. EPMD came out in 90, 89, 90. It came out in 89. This is 88. And this is just the single. The 12 inch came out in 87 of Funky. And this is the remix. And I would say that was my only complaint about this song is they put the remix on there. But again, like I said, this song was released so long ago. Oh, did she fall asleep in my arms? Oh, okay. This song was released so long ago, you know, to try to keep it fresh, they remixed it. But this is before the California Love, before the Knick Knack Patty Whack. Ultramagnetic, finding samples first.
Whack MCs, it's chockable. Bite the notes and quotes. Analysis, hold this as a disrespect, you obedience. But my rhymes correct you like a switch. To a small mistake, I wax all of you and leave your ears to ache. You need Excedrin, Anacin, medicine. And for your brain,
and don't take that you're sleeping at this snooze.
now you pick your choice. You think when now you see my voice in the flesh. Step out your radio. No illusions back in stereo. So here we go as I step on to you. I never knew you, but my rhymes go through you like acid. I burn your whole suit off. I'm heat miser, and you'll root off. For any date and time you want to square off. My rhymes are clippers, they cut your hair off.
We're gonna go to the next one. This right here is why people are searching out the D Felice trio. This next song right here is the reason why people are searching out the D Felice trio. It's the reason why Chubb Rock had a hit record. It's the reason why that album goes for so much money nowadays. It's the reason why people know to pan left and pan right to separate the drums. Because of who? Super producer Paul C.
1, 2, 1, 2. Ultramagnetic in full effect. We talk about getting this cool song. You know what? Yo, cool, keep tone what's on your mind.
I'm ready, and now it's my turn to build up.
Shout out to my man Jonathan. You know what I'm saying? We used to play this album back in the military and NTC back in San Diego all the time. My man Jonathan Cox. Shout out, brother.
Off and do my own thing. Switch up, change my pitch up, smack my bitch up.
Even Prodigy knew, not the rapper from Mobb Deep Prodigy, but that English rock, whatever you want to call them band. They knew Genius, and they took that sample and made a whole nother song out of it, and a wild ass video to go. I can't front. That shit was fly. This was Give the Drummer Some.
For any rapper who attempt to wear troops and step on my path,
shout
I'm
out.
willing as an A1 general, rhyme enforcer, 235 on a rhyme test. Whatever group of vest and line.
They were De La Soul, you know, with Me, Myself, and I, came from them. How they wanted to be different and all that with the flower shirts and beads and wild cuts. Ultramagnetic MCs, they wasn't with that nigga shit. They was like, yo, that's corny, son. Wearing all this stuff, which is kind of like,
album cover is a contradiction.
yeah, but you know,
not butt nigga shit.
but then in the back though, you know, I guess this is how they really got down. Look, he had on the shark skin pants, the leather jacket, and the Kango. Who was wearing shark? They had their own style. I mean, maybe Bo Love right there in the Celtics might. They're back again. Sorry about that. You know, the video cut off and recording, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the next track and stuff. You know, but yeah, that was a Give the Drummer Some. We're just gonna let it fade out. You didn't miss nothing. way they freak James Brown?
No, this was dope. This was dope.
I'm glad we can agree on something.
No, that was dope. I gotta give no respect to that one.
Break North. This next track is Break North. What is that sample? A School Gang horn.
But you know I could beat on steel, break tons of wood down with the funky sound.
I'm just saying this needs to be up there. If you call yourself a hip hop head and you got Paid in Full, Nation of Millions, Big Daddy Kane, this album along with Masters of Ceremony should be up there in your canon as a hip hop head. If not, you're like vitamin deficient.
I'm dressing them up for the battering. Like a snake, I'm rattling. The red ball with the wooden piece paddling. MCs, stop the perpetrating.
Stop perpetrating. Break North. We're gonna go to the next one. The title track, Critical Beatdown. James Brown.
Well, I'm an equalizer, known to be graphic. I can move while I enter the groove. I'm on top
my
and
record.
happy to prove to whack MCs who claim to be better than. No way, I'm frankly more clever than all of you. Each and every one, my son. Pay close attention.
My
I'll take
son,
your brain to another
pay
dimension.
close attention.
Hold it. Mold
Another
it, shape it.
dimension.
You got a
Mold
knife?
it, shape
Yes,
it.
I want to scrape it up and down, sideways, anywhere I can.
This boy is
rude
sick,
to you,
man.
But I'll rap and be cool
And you
to
supposed to be a lyrical man yourself, man.
Ducks out, feet up. I am the oven your brains I want to heat up. Mega, supersonic degrees. I come around roasting MCs with fire to burn the toy liar. Raw meat, turn the flame higher. Cook it like a fish.
All right, we're gonna go to the next one. When I Burn is the time. And this was the Cookies break.
Hey, yo, Kool Keith, man,
I would say Cool G Rap might have freaked it a little bit better. You know.
This is the one with the Nautilus on there.
That's the last one. Said G Delta Force 1.
You're on with the freaky style. When you wait, debate, and rate my rhythm expansion. Dimension, lyric extension. Rise above amazing days. Cracking the brain, changing ways. Slow days. Figuring out MIDI channels, triggering out. I'm sending brains are bending.
I know King Son used Nautilus.
And low stacks. Pick up the wax while
He
you
used
ask
it for
how you do it. Show me do it.
snakes.
I never knew it could be done. No way, my
But,
son. Cause I'm the one smacking them up, stacking them up.
Who's the first one to use
Boxing the
Nautilus?
ducks, packing them up. Cause I burn.
That's a good question, man.
Hey, yo, Keith, man, that was kind of dope, man. You know,
I think the first time I paid attention to Nautilus was Onyx used it for throw your guns in the air. I think that's the time when it really caught on my radar, and I was like, yo, what's the sound? I gotta find it. We're gonna come to the last track. Said G, Delta Force 1.
Nautilus.
And this is the Nautilus sample that he's referring to.
I'm a radar, sending message to competitors, eliminating another predator from the face of the
Follow the Leader used Nautilus.
That was later though.
This came out before Follow the
Just like
Leader?
David and Goliath, around the slingshot, and yes, they
Are you
triumph
sure?
over the weak mind who claim the giant. I'm gonna define
Look
it
this up
while
real
you're
quick.
relying on your weak rhyming we connect.
By the way, if we're going to do that, Follow Leader's better album this album too.
Number one, Omega Supreme Sound Wave, bringing your dreams to reality. Imbibe the formality of thought. Yes, atomic, of course. You step into me, you take a loss. Radical, the replication of a quasar, a pulsar. Immense to supplicate, crush your germs, then further eradicate.
This one was cool too.
Which means to eliminate, wipe out.
It came out in,
annihilate suckers. Cruise the soloist. You need a barricade. My rhymes are hand grenades blowing up your brain. Techniques astonishing, just like end up. My rhymes are polishing rappers.
They ain't really showing the date on here.
Dusty old
On the right-hand side. The right-hand side.
Well, it came out July 88. Let me see if they got ultramagnetic when that came out. Trying to get our facts right for you, Kyle. Kyle Beats in the house. Critical Beatdown. See, they got a Wikipedia page. Ultramagnetic. They came out October 4th, so Nautilus Follow Leader came out before this. But still, I didn't even really pay attention to Follow Leader was Nautilus, because, you know, like I said, Throw Your Guns in the Air was when I was like, yo.
I'm like space. You can't renege this ultramagnetic style rhythm. Brain combustion is what I give them.
All right, that's enough for the.
Yes, enough for Critical Beatdown. So,
you know, let us know your thoughts. How'd y'all feel the album? For those that never heard it, or those who heard it and it was a welcome listen, what do you feel about the legacy of Critical Beatdown, and where is its place? What place does it deserve in the hip hop canon of great LPs?
yeah, is it yeah or nah? Yes, everything is hot right now. So keep subscribing if you haven't subscribed, please do. Right?
That's correct.
And once again, my name is Deviant the Digger.
I'm the Building Block, Mr. B Dub, and this is Zam Zam, Daddy's little girl, sleeping on the job, docking her pay.
Word up.
Peace. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.